is Judy and what happened to her?
Who is Judy? Judy was our neighbor. Judy worked at the printing shop immediately next door to us. And well, we pretty had a good relationship with everybody on the block. Every business we communicated. We were the unlicensed or secret police. 'Cause anything that goes wrong, they wait and they come to us before they go to anybody else. They get robbed, anybody break in, anybody steal, anybody trouble the car, anything, they call us. And we took it. Judy was a woman from Trinidad. She worked next door. We were cool because every day, actually, we had going there to make covers for the movies. And every time you sell a movie, you have to replace it. And replacing it, and you have to get a cover to color copy. And in those days, color copies wasn't cheap. You know, they gave me a rock bottom price. If it wasn't too much, they give it to me free. But we had a relationship, a business relationship like that. So one day, I went in there and she wasn't there for a while, and I asked. And her boss didn't want to tell me until she came, I guess a day or two later, and then they called me. When I went in there she is with chipped teeth, black eyes. She was light skinned. They bruise easily. So he beat the living mess out of her, man. And she asked me if I could find somebody, to shoot that asshole. So I tell her, give me the information, I'll see what I could do. And that's the guy, that's that ass that got them 9 bullets and still fucking lived. That's the first time I second guessed my gun. It's the first time I had any doubts. 9 fucking times? And he's sitting on the street having a conversation? They're not even rushing him to the hospital. He's sitting on the corner having a conversation with the police. They have their pen and their pad, and they're interviewing him. And the ambulance people are putting patches on him. You could count the white patches as a bullet hole. He's sitting there with no shirt on. And it's freezing out there.
And
that's Judy. She was our neighbor business-wise.
Did you make a mistake in regards to you responding to Judy's request?
No. Was no mistake, guys. I mean, that was the type of person I was. A lot of the stories and incidents I got in, it really didn't concern me. Personally, I cannot remember the last time somebody really fucked with me. They say fuck around my people, and that bothered me. Me personally, no, I never really. But that was the type of person I was, though.
And what makes you angry?
And the underdog is not on top. I don't like to see advantage. I don't like racism. I don't like bullies. I don't really like authority or anything that represents it. If we're all equal, I'm the happiest person. If not, then I have a goal. If we have levels and standards, I have to reach the top. And some people might have to get knocked down. Even me, I might have to get knocked down. But, when everybody is happy, everybody's comfortable, everybody's contented, I'm at my happiest. Anybody is wrong, you do your best to right it. If you can't do it, you make sure you get it done. And I take pleasure in bringing your big ass down, especially if you consider yourself up there. I will bring you down. I take pleasure in it. I mean, we never did nothing to the underprivileged. That was the go-getters, the 3 cars and the 3 motorbikes and the alligator shoes. Yeah, we coming at you, dude. Never know hard 9-to-5 workers or break into no struggling family house. No, drug dealers, hustlers, serious money. Yeah, I mean, thousands when you go in there, thousands. I mean, millions were a lotto dream. Our dream was thousands. Even if you get a couple of $100 in those days, that was a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, in the 80s, a couple of $100 is a lot of money, man, especially to a kid. You know? Well, that got me in a lot of trouble. Because I like to buy boots. And, you know, my dad was very, thing. I didn't buy that for you, get it out of here. Where am I supposed to put it? Yeah, I mean, that was his personal disclaimer. I ain't buy it. It shouldn't be in his house. Till it got to a point where they stuck me in the basement. After my mother shot me in the leg, they stuck me in the basement because my dad, he didn't want nothing to do with me no more. I was a criminal, stealing, I had jewelry and smoking. And he couldn't tell me nothing. He couldn't stop me from doing nothing. And it got even worse when he refused to do anything for me. I became my own man at around 13, 14. I became my own man. I mean, I always had a lot of size, so I never really looked young. I never acted young neither. You know, and all the guys were older than me. All of them were my older brother's age. But I was so stupid and vicious when I was young that let him come. Let him come. You know, I earned my way in there. I was the youngest one. Even when we went to jail, I was the only one in C-74, adolescent. All the rest were adults, were over 18. You know, but the Judy thing is, it was in close proximity to where I lived. That's why I really didn't reach out to nobody. It was easy for me to be involved. It was close proximity. Very, very close. I actually shot him on my sister's block, right downstairs from my sister's building. And I lived the next block over. I didn't even drive. I just walked up the road, cut through the yard, go over on Nordstrom, end up my building. Called my sister, tell her to go downstairs and see what's happening. And she called me back and tell me, he's sitting there, he got 9 holes in him. He's sitting there talking with the police. He got 9 holes and he's sitting there, he go to the hospital? No, he's not even bleeding. What did you do, poke him? He's not even bleeding. Yeah, but that was the thing, man. The luckiest fucker I know, man. That's the first failure. I mean, I ain't never shot nobody else 5 times, much less 9, and you still fucking survive. I'm a 2-shot artist, man. 2-shot. And there you go. That asshole took 9. He's still there, I think.
And what was the relationship between the cops and the pool hall or the collectible shop? What was that relationship like?
The relationship between the cops and the pool hall and was basically us. I guess it was one of respect. I don't know how anybody else look at it, but for me it was one of respect. They knew we prevented more crime in our community than we committed. And we prevented, there's no crime in our community. I mean, if we bust a few balls or it was a response to somebody getting robbed or they doing something wrong in the community. So the police never really had cause or reason to come against us. They actually spoke to us with respect in their voice. You know what I mean? They knew what we were about. So they never, you know, we at the end of the day, we were businessmen. You know what I mean? And the police have a way of getting their information from whoever or wherever they got it from. They got the correct information. Because nobody in that area could say we were criminals unless you knew us personally. You know what I mean? But in that area, and only in that area, we had no problem with the police. None.
And when you were getting sentenced to be deported, could you list the jurisdictions that you remember? You don't have to get them all, obviously. Who was waiting for you when you got sentenced, when I was getting sentenced?
What jurisdictions tried to take control of me before I got deported? Florida, North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, New Jersey, I think Nassau County, I'm trying to, there's quite a few of them. There was a, you're talking about posse and crew? There's a fucking posse in that courtroom waiting with their envelopes and their folders, waiting for their turn to speak. And they all got left looking like this. And the judge told them, too late, the books are closed on him. He's out of here. They tried, and he told them, if you have a problem with it, you could go to the Justice Department. But this is final.
Let's talk about martial arts. What was your favorite martial arts movie back in the day?
Back in the day, of all times, favorite martial art movie of all times? The Martial Club. That's the Instructors of Death. And I learned about that movie from Mikey. That movie have the most fighting styles that you could find in one movie. Second to that would have to be Shanghai 13. If I was to pick let's say a top 5, we rounded out with Warriors 2, Iron Monkey, and Feng Se Yu 2.
What's your thoughts on, let me just toss out a title to you, Master Killer?
Gordon Liu.
Yeah.
Master Killer. Master Killer is a better actor than fighter. I mean, his movies were well-rounded, funny, had fighting from the bottom to the top. All his movies, he got his ass beat up. He had to go to Shaolin and learn. I mean, his great movies, 36 Chambers of Death, Master Killer, as you call it. All his movies, he got knocked down, he got up. It's inspirational movies. He's not really a very good fighter, not to me. Not in the lines of them other guys from them other movies I picked. Them guys are badasses in real life and in movies. But to me, Master Killer was the first movie that crossed over.
What about One-Armed Swordsman?
Jimmy Wang Yu, the one-armed swordsman, great. But that's vintage. That's one of the. That's in the first 5 karate movie ever made. That's in there. So it's legendary on that. But he's not a very good fighter, Jimmy Wang Yu. I learned a lot about how and where those movies were from you. Me, I just knew it when it came to the States and on the big screen or on the videotape. But I got a real exposure and experience about the movies from Mikey. I mean, the knowledge of the movie became full circle. Because I was able to go around and get Chinese movie from Chinese people. You understand me? And they tell you who's in it. We had a relationship. It's not like you just give me that, give me that. They knew what kind of movies I was looking for. And majority of the time when I go there, they would already have a set of movies waiting on me. They knew, yeah, we got some new ones coming. Yeah, you'll like that. I guess we did pretty good with movies, man. We did pretty good. And we were the only ones in the Flatbush area with it. It got so bad that I had a list for my customers so they don't repeat the same movie. You could know this is number 1, this is number 2. You had a list you could go down. People used to steal that, other video businesses used to steal that list, and they used the blackout to block out my name and title, and they use the list, and they come back and they shop with that list. That list became, even here in Guyana, you remember when, what's his name, gave us that tag to put the stamp on the movie? So you could have 434-1800 flash on the movie screen. About 2 movies in Guyana see with it. Our phone number. Go figure. Yeah, what's his name had that machine that put a stamp in it, which then you could M&M collectibles, bulletproof videos, with the phone number. Like a certain part of the movies, I guess every 30 minutes it'll flash and just jump across the screen. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, see that there? That's our number. My movie. Yeah, a lot of time. Personally, this country, people love Kung Fu movies. Guyanese people love Kung Fu movies. I guess that's where I got my love of it from. I'm Guyanese too, and I have a lot of arguments with them. Movies, they put their own name to it, put their own characters. And when you try to tell them the right way, a lot of times if I'm not on our base, my friend tell them, yo, believe you me, man, that dude used to sell them movies. He knows about them. Yeah. I even win a bet in this country already. Silver Fox. A lot of people in Guyana believe Loli, aka High Priest Pai Mei, is the Silver Fox because of that white beard and the white hair. It's not. Silver Fox is Wang Zhang Li. And a lot of people don't know that. I won a lot of money on that bet.